Had just begun his law enforcement career, and tonight an entire community is mourning the death of 24-year-old Oscar Bolanos-Anavisca Jr., who was hit and killed by a suspected drunk driver. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gerald Owens.
And I'm Deborah Morgan. Right now, flags across North Carolina are flying at half-staff, honoring the deputy who died serving his community.
We have live team coverage of this story tonight. We begin with Leslie Moreno, who attended an emotional news conference this afternoon. Leslie?
Guys, it's been an emotional day here in Cumberland County. We watched as a family walked into that press conference one by one earlier this evening. The Cumberland County Sheriff says this was a senseless act that could have been prevented. The sheriff says Deputy Bolanos-Anavisca was just doing his job, doing what he loved when a drunk driver took his life. Bolanos-Anavisca was investigating a robbery when 25-year-old Nicholas Terlizzi hit him and fled the scene. The drunk driver was caught not far from the scene and was taken into custody. Deputies on scene immediately attempted life-saving efforts. Deputy Bolanos-Anavisca was then rushed to Cape Fear Valley, where he later died. The sheriff was emotional tonight, speaking to the public about the dangers of drinking and driving. Life
is so precious, you know. This young man came on duty to do a job, to protect and serve this county. He expected to go back home to his family, just like everyone else does.
The family also spent some time outside with the fallen deputy's patrol car, which still sits here outside the sheriff's office. There is also a memorial at the scene of the accident. The Cumberland County Sheriff assured the family there would be justice. He also assured the family they would get through this difficult time together. Guys.
Very difficult day in Cumberland County. Leslie Moreno reporting live. Thank you, Leslie.
Throughout the day, we've heard from several of the deputy's family members, including his father. In a statement, he said, "Since my son was a child, he dreamed of being a policeman. It hurts to lose him, but I am a proud father. He gave his life for his country and his city." Nicholas Terlizzi is the man accused of hitting and killing the deputy. He made his first court appearance this afternoon. Cameras were not allowed in the courtroom. However, the DA spoke with WRAL's Fayetteville reporter Gilbert Bays after the hearing about how emotionally difficult it is for his office to prosecute a case like this. Gilbert?
His office and the sheriff's office and the police department, for that matter, they work hand in hand every day trying to prosecute cases. Now, the DA did tell me that Terlizzi did try to argue with the judge to lower that $1 million bond that he had down to a lower bond. The judge wasn't having it. In fact, he threw that $1 million bond out, and Terlizzi now being held here at the Cumberland County Detention Center without bond. The flags here at the Cumberland County Detention Center are at half-staff in memory of Deputy Oscar Bolanos-Anavisca. In fact, the governor has ordered flags across the state to be lowered. Investigators say Nicholas Terlizzi had been drinking and possibly drunk when he plowed his vehicle into the deputy on Gillespie Street. District Attorney Billy West says Terlizzi faces several charges, including felony death by vehicle and hit and run resulting in death. Before that, only minor infractions on his record.
He did not have any criminal record other than minor traffic violations, but he was driving with a revoked license. And, you know, just anytime something like the allegations in this case happen, one of the first things that comes to your mind is it didn't have to happen.
While there have been other law enforcement officers who have died in recent years, Bolanos-Anavisca is the first Cumberland County Sheriff's deputy to die in the line of duty since David Hathcock, along with Highway Patrol Officer Ed Lowry. They were gunned down on Interstate 95 in 1997 by the Golphin brothers. West says it's always emotional when a community loses a good officer.
From all accounts that I've heard, was just a fantastic young deputy with a bright future ahead, and it was just a tragic loss of life. His life ended way too soon.
And so there are two separate investigations going on right now. You have the SBI and also the Highway Patrol investigating the death of the officer. But Deborah, the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office is still investigating the robbery at that Circle K. That assailant still on the loose right now. They will be looking into that. Again, just a terrible situation here for everyone in Cumberland County.
As the sheriff said, a lot of heavy hearts there in the county today. Gilbert Bays live for us. Thank you, Gilbert.